Hi, thanks for stopping in tonight. I wanted to make a confession. I like comic books. I know it's a shocker. We'll get through it together. We'll get some counseling. We'll see a therapist. Whatever you need to do in order to accept it, that a guy who likes to make board games also likes comic books. Now, I've been reading them since, I'd say the early 80s. Everything from Conan, Punisher, X-Men, Spider-Man, not all, but a lot of the DC stuff. And in the 90s, a new company came out that I read about in a magazine called Wizard that used to exist before the internet, where we had to actually read about information, read about comics before actually getting them. Or before the internet was invented, we had to get this magazine. And it brought out a company called Valiant. Valiant Comics came out in around 1991 with comics like Magnus, Robot Fighter, Solar Man of the Atom, Rye, which was one of my favorites, Harbinger I really liked. They also came out with an event called Unity in the 90s, in 92 around there, and that's where it introduced the comic Bloodshot, which you might know as that new Vin Diesel movie that's coming out, and I'm probably going to go see, because I like Vin Diesel. So does Kevin. It also came out with comics like Ninjak and Hardcore and others. And they went okay for a while. Then the company went away. It's recently had a resurgence, and hence the movie with Vin Diesel coming out. But they also had a board game that they made. It's a little card game, and that's the one we're going to talk about today. It's called Ninjak, or Ninjak, however you're going to pronounce it these days, versus the Valiant Universe. So this tries to take a look at the idea that this character has come in possession of an artifact or a MacGuffin, and you are supposed to try to get it back. It's a competitive game. Goes for victory points, or it can be solo, and that's usually the way I play it, is solo. Alright, so what do I really think of this? Let me show you how it plays, and then we'll get into that. Alright, see ya. Alright, here we have the game set up for a single player. I have my character. I picked XO Man of War. Each character is going to come with a power, and it gives you an idea of the turn phase, as well as tells you what artifacts you can claim. We'll talk about these artifacts in a second. They also give you these god-awful plastic clips that go on here, and they slide up and down to tell you what your health is going to be. There's a big 20 here to tell you my starting health. And there's also a section for what's called a borrowed power. And you're actually able to use the power from one of the other heroes. For instance, they have Bloodshot. Gives you strength, manipulation, or knowledge equal to the level of the threat you're attacking. That'll be important. And because each of these things are potential threats, and you will use your strength, manipulation, and knowledge in order to try to defeat these threats. So XO actually starts with 1 strength and 1 manipulation, but 0 knowledge. Now, we don't currently have any knowledge out here, but knowledge, when it comes in, we're going to be able to attach it. So like I said, we're going to choose one of these powers. Let's see. You can ignore the current defense. Sometimes Ninjak is going to get a defense card, which modifies the threats. We can't use XO's borrowed power, because we can't use our own, so that goes back in the box. This one here says Eternal Warrior takes the damage for you. He's not out to take the damage, so we can't use that one. Use Shadow Man's manipulation or knowledge instead of your own. Doesn't exist, so we can't use that one. And then Archer and Armstrong, they say, gain 2 health immediately after taking an action on your turn. And that's the one we're going to start with. Okay? So then on each turn, you can also gain these artifacts. These artifacts have a set of symbols on the side, and those symbols match these tactics. For instance, this one says honor, this one says love, and this one says answers. And they are going to match Armstrong's satchel says answers and justice. So when the instant you have something that says those two symbols, or these three, these four, and so on, you can attach that claimed artifact. You can only have one artifact attached at a time, and that's very important. Okay? And a turn goes like this. The first thing you'll do, start off at the level 1, and each of these villain decks that are laid out are level 1, level 2, and level 3. And you go through the deck, and there's quite a few more, but they have a number on the top based on the number of players. And so I put all of the single player villain deck events in there. So this first one is a defense card. It says the strength requirement on threats is doubled. So we leave this here on the defense spot. Now anytime we have these active threats, their strength number is doubled. What's nice about him is that he can actually double his current strength in order to complete something. So let's try and get this satchel. So I know I need answers and justice. This one here says answers on it, so I'm going to take this one as my action, which you can do 3 actions a turn. You can take one of the tactics, you can heal, which gives you 2 health back, or you can fight one of the active threats. But since there are no active threats out, I decided to bolster the strength with that answers thing, and right away, another one comes out. And because I did take a hero action, I gain 2 health right away. And this is how the game flows. It comes back here to the villain deck, it overturns, and then here's a strike. This strike says it is 1 strength and 1 of the manipulation. Now because this says it's double, this is 2 strength. Now I happen to have 2 strength and 1 manipulation. If I don't take that, if I don't beat that right now, it's going to do 1 damage to me. Okay? I am going to actually, let's see. I think I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to get this, this honor manipulation. Now because I took my hero action, because of this borrowed power, I gain 2 health. This one hits me, and I lose 1. See where we're going with this. Okay. And we took 1, and we bring it out. Oh look, our first knowledge. Okay? Then we take another threat, overturn it, and again here is a manipulation and a knowledge one. So I'm going to say, well, I'll grab this knowledge because this has honor on it, and we need knowledge anyway. I'll gain 2 health, but I'll take the 2 damage for this, so it's a wash. And we keep going. It's a new defense, which says the knowledge is doubled. Okay, so this would be 2 knowledge now instead of 1. We forgot to overturn this one. And we play through like this, so I'm gonna take this one out. I'll just kill this one. So as I defeat this, it comes back here as my hero action. I gain 2 health, boom boom, and he drops me down 1. Okay, his turn again. This one has all 3 as a requirement. But this time I think I'm going to take, let's see, what do we have? Answers, honor, and honor. Yeah, if something has honor or love, I think we'll take that. This one has honor. Let's grab this. So now right now we have 3 strength. Okay? 3 strength, a manipulation, and a knowledge. And we have 3 honors and an answer. We almost have this. And then this comes out, and that's the love we'll need to get that. So next turn we will do that. Now I would gain 2 health, but then I lose 2. Okay, so this one comes out, and we go, hey, let's grab this, flip this over, and we're going to instantly claim this, which says we gain 1 strength, manipulation, and knowledge. So right now, all of those things are +1. we would get 2 health, but we lose 3, so we go down 1. Villain deck. The manipulation on threats is doubled. Okay, so now we're going to start thinning this herd a bit. Manipulation is the one in the middle, so this would be 2. Let's kill that. We would get 2 health, lose 2, it's a wash. Okay, overturn, 2 and 2, but this time now they do 2 damage instead of 1. Okay, and let's see, manipulation is the green, so that would be 2. So let's take this out. So we would gain 2 health, lose 3, so we lose 1. This is a recharge card. A recharge card says all heroes gain 2 health. It's a way to gain a little bit of a rest in here. And we're going to take that break to kill this one. And now we would gain 2 health but lose 1, so we'll just gain 1. And we continue going. Alright, let's kill this. Gain 2 health, lose 2, washed out. Recharge. 1, 2, gain 2 health. Let's see, manipulation is doubled, so that would be 4. Well, we can't kill it anyway, so let's just, because we only have 1, 2, 3, so let's grab this, just for the sake of grabbing it and hoping to bring out a new manipulation. We would gain 2 health, we would lose 2, wash it out. Flip this over. Let's see, what do we want to do? Can't beat it, can't beat it. Yeah, we'll get that. Finally this. We'll take 4 damage. Well, 2, because we would gain 2 health. Another recharge. 1, 2. And we'll kill this one, because we now have... Oh, no, we don't have the 4 yet. We will after this. So that would be 2 health gained, 2 health lost. Flip the last one. Last one for level 2 anyway. So this game goes by pretty quickly, as I'm sure you've noticed. And you know what? You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to take off Archer, set him to the side, and we're going to borrow Bloodshot's power, because he lets us gain one of the stats equal to the threat level. Okay? So. Now, you know what? We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. We should have used that earlier. That's what I get for talking. Alright, so we're going to kill this. We don't even need to flip this last tactic over, because this is pretty much the game. We would gain 2 because of this, but we'd lose 4, so we'll lose 2. Boom, boom, we go down 2. And again, that slider is I'll be honest, not my favorite part of this. Here's a new armor thing. It says only the most recently revealed threat may be attacked. So it gets rid of all of that double bonus, and it just says the most recent is the only one you can attack. Well, that's fine. I'll kill this. I'd take 2 damage, but I'd gain 2 health. Cancel it out. Here's a recharge again for 3 health. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll kill this. And I'm pretty sure you can see where this is going. Overturn. 3, 3, and 3. That's fine, because I've got plenty here. Kill it. Gain 2 health. On to the next. There's a recharge. I'm not going to bother. There's another defense. Artifacts may not be used and have no effect. Okay, no effect on the artifact. So this one comes over. And again, I'd be gaining health that whole time. Beat it with this. You beat this. 3, 3, plenty. There's a recharge. And there's this one. beat it with 3, and 3, game over. Alright, pretty sure you have an idea where I'm going with this, but I'll be back in a second with what I thought. Alright, so I actually won this game as a prize at a convention, and I kind of figured it might be good. I like the comic book series, I like the Valiant company, and once I played it a few times, I came to realize that this game was as if somebody went back into the 90s when I really enjoyed these books and punched me in the face. Really just kicked me straight in the junk. It's not anything that would remotely be called fun. As you may have seen, it's an instant win. You can set this up within no time. And again, that play was actual live play there, and you win. You almost can't lose this. It's not. How do I want to say this? It's an engine building attempt that, again, it plays itself, and there's no threat, there's no challenge, there's no, oh my God, is Ninjak, is he really going to get away with this? Are all of his tactics meaningful? Are his villains cards? Why is he the villain? He was one of the heroes in the books. I don't get that either. And again, for somebody who really liked this series, really liked these books, this game is one of the very few, and believe me, there have been maybe 1 or 2 others that I really just, not only did I not enjoy it, I think I outright hate it. I think I would, if you enjoy this game, that's great, that's fine for you, and it even has nothing to do with these god-awful clips. It's just the fact that you can set this up to where you're literally just flip a card over and you win. You have no threat, you have no challenge, you have no enjoyment really, at least not for me. But again, if you enjoy it, great. I'm not here to take anything away from you, but as far as I'm concerned with this game, I can kiss my areas. I don't ever want to see this again. It's probably going to go right into the garbage. And that's about where we're leaving with that one. Have fun.